next drive. Here's Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short field.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now after the touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Crowder. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
2nd and 8 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. Shreds the tackle, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. None of that.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Come on now, let's go. What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they'll run. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jared Davis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Crowder now to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. It's complete to Cole. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
We got him! And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
To throw is Wilson.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Corey Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 2nd and 1, Tua.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Steven Nelson. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I think I got in. Oh no. If the ball didn't cross. Oh man. Wait. Right there it looks like my feet crossed. Let's go do it. Let's do it, boys.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. As time expires in the first half. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. His throw incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trained.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Fuller.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua
finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken around the 12. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, 208 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Keelan Cole, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.